What's up, guys? This is Jamie with Hallman Window Washing, and I wanted to start a new series called the Squeegee Board series. And what this is going to do is kind of drop some knowledge, just drop some real world kind of things that happen in my business. I own a window cleaning business here in West Michigan, and I just wanted to start a series that kind of dives into everything window cleaning, everything business related, client related, water fed, really anything and everything. I love talking about this stuff. So, a lot of you guys know me from, Hallman Window Washing. I also am a sales rep for Tucker, but I really just wanted to come on here and try to drop some knowledge for you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about KPIs. What is a KPI? KPIs are key performance indicators. So they are numbers or stats that really dive into your business and allow you to see how successful your business is doing. And it's really a good way to measure your goals and what you want to accomplish, right? So today I want to dive into two different KPIs. I want to dive into last year's KPIs and I want to dive into this year's KPIs, because with me, I was solo last year. Okay, I was solo. I was solo cleaning, solo business, solopreneur, whatever you want to call it, for the last like 4 to 5 years. And then this year, I said, screw it, jump off the truck. I did a home service business coaching program. It was phenomenal with David Mormon. Helped me so much. If you guys are looking for a great coaching program, get at me, drop a comment below. I would love to help you kind of get set up with that or tell you more about that. But it really set me up for success. They really know what they're doing over there. So last year, I'm going to dive right into it, right? Some KPIs. Last year revenue, let's go over here, was about 155K. All right. So I kind of maxed out. I'm very seasonal here in Michigan. So I maxed out really statistically what I can do, just window cleaning. That's all I offer. I do any house washing, I do any of that. And that was kind of the most I've ever done. It was almost 160. And I was like just super tired all the time. I was working weekends when I said I wouldn't. I'm very seasonal here in Michigan, so I have about 9.5 months to do my thing. And that was kind of it. My average ticket last year, I would say, was about 400. Okay. Like I said, that's strictly window cleaning. We do exterior window cleaning, interior window cleaning, track cleaning. We do screen cleaning, and all of that. So yeah, average ticket's 400. Like I said, I was working on the truck, probably probably 5 to 7 hours a day, right? I had to leave some time. I got 3 kids. I'm married. I have other things going on. I'm kind of a serial entrepreneur, so I got not other businesses, but just other things going on where I have income coming in. And I'll kind of hit on that here in a little bit, because that really played into the revenue this year. So let's talk about this year, okay? And this is gonna be super simple to start off because I don't want to give you guys too many numbers. This was me getting off the truck. Last year, my expenses, just to put it in perspective, were, before, like, it's kind of weird for like expenses, because with window cleaning, as you guys know, there's not a ton of expenses. And I was still in LLC last year, so everything pretty much ran through my own taxes anyway. So even though I had expenses, it still kind of all flowed into my thing anyway. So let's just talk about like take home. I think my take home last year was like, I don't know, roughly 85 or 90K. Okay. I'm sloppy, I know, just deal with it. So I had roughly 40 to 50K of write-offs that I was able to do. And then the rest kind of just goes all in my pocket. I don't do a ton in the winter. I offered like high interior dusting and such, but I did not do a ton in the winter time. I kind of just saved up. I'm kind of a big saver, so I just saved up and allowed us to kind of just float through the winter. Like I said, I have other stuff going on. Let's get into this year. Revenue for 2025. I had 3 part-time guys and 1 full-time guy, okay? I was almost completely off the truck. I worked a couple jobs, but nothing crazy. We hit 220K. Mind you, I still don't have a marketing budget. I do all organic marketing. I don't do ads or anything, Google ads or anything. I still rank extremely well on Google because I've kind of put in a lot of effort into the reviews. I have about 208 5-star reviews. And that really ranks us extremely well. I stay on top of the posts and I stay on top of the pictures. So revenue, 220. Our average ticket this year jumped up to about 450. All right. So that was kind of big. I raised prices a little bit, but not a ton. Next year, I'm going to be starting to offer service plans, which are going to be huge for retention. Mind you, I think like 65%, 70% of our work is retention. Another KPI to know. But I haven't really set it up for success, right? Like they just call me when they need me, and I wanna really set up those service plans. We introduced gutter cleaning this year, which was awesome. Didn't do a ton of jobs, but it was enough to get our feet wet. So our ticket went up, our prices went up maybe a little bit. Expenses, I think we're sitting at like, this is with payroll and everything, right? So like payroll, everything, I want to say it was probably like, I don't know, like 125. Okay. So, expenses went up, right? Because I had salary or, per hour employees. But here's the kicker. And if you ever doubted yourself about getting off the truck and you're like, oh, I just don't have the money, it's possible, guys. So to put it in perspective, I pay myself, I'm now an S Corp. If you don't know what that is, it's just a different type of entity within the IRS. It's once you hit a certain threshold in revenue, it's very tax friendly, okay? So my take home is about 40K. That's what I pay myself salary, okay? Everything else is distributions. The best thing about the S Corp is that salary that you pay yourself is taxed at a lot less rate than the distributions that you take out, okay? My profits, okay, this year was about 50K. Another KPI, I'm sitting at about 26% before I do other things that are Hallman Window Washing, guys. I do other things that are Hallman Window Washing, so I have other income coming in. So this is not my like super bottom line. It's more than that by a lot. So not a lot, more, enough to mention, okay? So that's pretty good. You really want it between 20 and 30% margins for profit. I take a lot more distributions out. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. We need more money than that. But just look at the numbers. That's plenty for growth. That's plenty to dive back into marketing and stuff and to really set yourself up. So yes, that's a big difference. This is a big difference take home than this, right? But mind you, it's close. It's dang near close because of distributions, okay? It was worth me to get out of the truck to take home less money for now. Give it 2 years for that to grow, and I'm gonna be taking home more money out of the truck, okay? Being off the truck. And it allowed me to do the things I needed to do, right? Sales, my CRM, I do Tucker stuff, so like I'm super busy with that. But KPIs are extremely important to know, guys. But just mind you, we went from 155K to 220K, and I did nothing different. That's what, a 40% increase, 45% increase, and I didn't do anything different. I hired on guys. I didn't really market anymore, right? Like I send out my emails, all organic stuff, but I could definitely do a better job. I'm working on a ton of stuff this offseason to really, really make a big push. My goal for next year is I want to do, this is a kind of a modest goal, but I want to do 300K just window cleaning, all right? And then I want to do, like, we're just getting into it, so I kind of want to do 25 gutters, all right? So about 325, and, I want that profit margin to kind of go up to 30, so there's ways to do that. I do have a shop. I'm adding another vehicle next year, so I'll have the goal is to have 2 full-time vehicles. And you're probably asking yourself, hey, Jamie, you had 3 part-time guys, 1 full-time guy. What does that equal, right? Hours? This equals I did the math, 1.7 workers, okay? Wasn't even 2 full-time guys. 1.7 guys hit this. So next year, I'm going to have all my guys want to come back. So I'm going to have 2.7 guys. Okay. Really, you want each truck to be profitable before you add new trucks. Okay. Or vans or whatever you want to call it. I'm profitable. I'm adding another vehicle. Each truck really should be making you between $160,000 to $200,000 a year. So I should smash this right out of the water if we can get the work. That's the question. And a lot of this is going to happen in the wintertime. Wintertime is not, off-season if you have it, guys, it's not a time to be just sitting on your hands. Work on your systems. Create the systems. I don't care if it's just you. Create the systems for yourself. You have the time now. So when you do want to jump off the truck, if that's something that you want to do, you have the systems in place to do so. This is chicken scratch. I know it's a little different, right? This is my first go at this, but I wanted you guys to see some super, super rough numbers. Now, my other stuff that I do on the side increases this number like by more than like 80,000. Okay. So like that's money. So I guess the point is I'm trying to make is if you can find something else that you can do under your business, whether it be online content creation or, you know, I'm a sales rep for Tucker, just another job where you can kind of get in the industry. It doesn't even have to be in the industry, but it could be under like a different LLC or something to just kind of boost. So I'm using my other income that I'm getting from other places and I'm kind of injecting it into the business. So I can really, really crank up the numbers and kind of take this thing off. I've been really, really, what's the word I'm looking for? Self-paced. I've been my biggest hurdle over the last 5 years. Guys, I could have done this 3 years ago, but I wanted to create the best foundation for my company that I can with Google reviews, with my social platforms. I'm getting everything kind of social media proof. That way, when guys come in, they don't screw it up as bad, or when they do screw up, it doesn't hit the business as hard, right? So, and I think I've done a pretty decent job at that. We've gotten over 75 5-star reviews this year, and those are all from my guys, which is fantastic. My guys were happy. They get paid well. They get tipped well. We're 80-20% residential. We do have some commercial spaces, but I don't do any route work or anything like that. I love the tickets of residential. If you guys do residential, you know what I mean. Get paid same day. You get tipped same day. You get tipped extremely well if you give your client a good experience. So welcome to the Squeegee Board. That's it for now.